All right, now, welcome to the Blu Room. I am your host, Peacock Blue, and it is a pleasure to appear before you this evening as usual. I'm so happy to be here. So, I was just talking to the Most High. I knew that it was time for me to go live, but I didn't know what I was talking about, right? On the live session. So, God told me that it's happening. Everything that we have been waiting for in our lives, I ain't gonna say everything, the most important thing, what you've been waiting on, is happening. Now, that doesn't mean it has shown up in your physical reality yet. Things happen in the spirit realm first. So, whatever was supposed to happen in the spirit realm for you, baby, it has happened and the victory is yours. I'm so glad to hear that. So, let's talk about it. Now, you just seen that, right? Look at this. That says judgment all day. Judgment is upright. It is what it is. It has been decided in your favor. Six of Swords is in reverse, though. So, ain't no going back. There is no going back. So, I might as well turn this upright. There is only forward movement from here. Everything that was holding you down, the thing that kept you back, the thing that fucked with you in a real negative way, is being overthrown in your life. And it won't continue from this day forward. So that's good news. What else? The Emperor is in reverse. So previously we had to like submit to certain types of energy. We had to like humble ourselves to that old fuckery. Previously, we were not in the position of power in our life. And so now a transition is happening where we get to sit on the throne, where we get to that's a lot. Where we get to dethrone the things and the people and the situations and the circumstances that held power over us. I'm talking about in your personal life. There's the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Lovers, Two of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Cups with a sound. Let me turn this Six of Swords back in reverse like it came, right? This Emperor in reverse, this situation or whatever it was in your life that had power over you, it will not continue. All of the energy that you gave or that was stolen from you or that was sucked from you is getting ready to be returned. It's going to be taken from this situation or this person and returned to you. Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles. You won't have to go back and forth with yourself and your higher self. You won't have to juggle between what other people want from you and what you want for yourself. Now is the time of getting into higher and greater alignment with our higher self. Now is the time, the door is open for us to walk into our destiny and what God intended for us to be. I know you've been praying about this. I know you've been thinking about this. I know it's been troubling you and bothering you. I know you've been doing your best to overcome these things. And so now your victory is at hand. There is. Are you willing to choose what's in your best good? Are you willing to like stop people pleasing and putting others ahead of you? Are you willing to like value yourself first? That's what it's going to take. So even though the victory is at hand, even though these things are happening in the spirit realm, you still have to do your part in your physical life to like bring them down to you. And your part is choosing wisely for yourself, choosing in favor of your highest good, and practicing a higher degree of self love. So, with this career and work card, this to me means things that people are doing around you, like acts of grand martial fuckery that they incorporate into their interactions with you, right? This could be your career or your job that has been causing some distress in your life, causing you to like dread the day because you got to go over there and see them people and deal with their bullshit and everything like that. You got to submit to them folks and their rules, their policies, their procedures, and not getting anything out of that. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. We might be talking about your work situation. So might have been telling yourself that you deserve more than this, that you better than this, and you tired of giving your good energy and your life, your time away to people, this work situation that is draining the life out of you. And so is it time for you to walk into entrepreneurship? Is that what we're talking about? Is it time for you to walk into entrepreneurship? So here are some blockages. Are these blockages imaginary or are they real? Are these blockages like your fears about being inadequate or not being successful if you go into business for yourself or not, having what it takes? Those are imaginary blockages. You know that saying, where there's a will, there's a way, right? So if you have a definiteness of purpose and you know exactly what you're doing and why, and you create a plan and a system to achieve your goals, then what else can happen but that thing come to you? If you put in all your good energy on it like that, now, come on. It's happening. The victory is at hand. So now all you got to do is like walk in that victory, overcoming any real or imaginary blockages. There's always a way around the trouble. If you look for it and if you think creatively and if you allow yourself to take some radical actions as necessary, if you stay focused and don't allow yourself to be distracted or derailed or discouraged or depressed. All of those are blockages. Depression and all kind of mental illnesses, those are blockages that keep us from achieving our highest good, right? So then I always say that mental conditions, mental illness is always the result of a spiritual condition. So if you're suffering from depression and it's holding you back, keeping you stagnant, or any type of anxiety or manic depressive or schizophrenia or any of those things, then, and you know that that's what you suffer from and you've been diagnosed with that, or you just know what's up with you in your mind, have you asked yourself, what is the reason why you suffer from those things? So if you can answer that question, then there's the beginning of your mental healing right there. And there's the disintegration of the blockage. So don't let fear or anxiety or depression or anything like that stand in the way of you achieving your highest good. If your job is causing some depression in your life, then you might want to really just reevaluate that and come up with a plan of escape. For real, for real. So the hermit is in reverse. Very good. We know that when the hermit is upright, he has withdrawn into himself, into his private sanctum, so that he can seek out the mysteries of life, right? But in reverse, maybe it's time for him to go ahead and emerge, awakened and enlightened and ascended. It's happening. I mean, I'm just saying the victory is at hand. So all you have to do is just re-emerge. Re-emerge. And if you feel like you ain't ready, then get ready. Straight up. If there are steps that you need to take, if you need to get your shit together, then get your shit together. Put your shoes on and go on outside, if you know what I mean. You can dream about swimming all day, but you ain't doing nothing but dreaming until you get in the water. Wait a minute, that's what I just heard in my head. You can dream about swimming all day, but you ain't doing nothing but dreaming until you get in the water. Come on. The victory is at hand. It's here. The door is open for you. So there are some things, some relationships that you're going to have to get rid of. There's some people that you're going to have to stop fucking with. Possibly some bad habits that you need to let go of straight up. I'm talking about procrastinating or talking bad about yourself or your body or saying, oh, I'm so fat, I'm so this, I ain't no people person and I don't know how to express myself very well and I'm shy and I'm introverted. I mean, that's negative self-talk, man. What you are is powerful. You're a child of God and you are a light being. You are a force in this world that, deserves your place. So if you're gonna party, you got to fight for your right to do so. Fighting for your right to party means maybe not partying with certain folks and certain shit no more. Like taking a stand for yourself and eliminating anything that goes against your desired results. For real, man. So, Eight of Swords. This is my cycle of self-fuckery. And so that's what we're going to have to let go of. Cycles of self-fuckery, the ways in which we sabotage our own good progress. Keeping yourself going around and around and around in toxic cycles and having to repeat the same life lessons over and over again because you ain't learning, because you're not changing and you're not evolving. Going around the same people that you know are not good for you. Why? So as long as you are engaging in cycles of self-fuckery, then you can expect not to make no good progress. I'm just saying. So then instead of cycles of self-fuckery, how about we engage in cycles of self-promotion, cycles of self-growth, cycles of self-help and health. Focusing on the things that are good for us, focusing on the things that are righteous and the things that are honest and the things that are of integrity. Why don't we engage in those kinds of cycles instead of steady engaging in cycles of toxicity around this bitch? So in everything, there's a choice. The Two of Pentacles right here, there's a choice that has to be made. What kind of mental state are you going to allow yourself to dwell in? Because remember, the victory is here. It's yours. But you have to claim that. You have to take a stand and overthrow the powers that be in your life so that you can get into greater alignment with your higher self and destroy any blockages that have been in your way. You have to take those actions. And so there discipline that is required. Yes. A new level of mental discipline that is required of you. A new demonstration of personal power and inner strength that is required of you. That's how you claim the victory and overthrow the powers that be your life. Developing a whole new state of mind, because it could be that the state of mind that you've been dwelling in ain't got you nowhere thus far. Maybe not where you want to be. So let's say you got all the money and everything you need, but you don't have good relationships. There is a state of mind that exists inside of you that has caused you to like cultivate toxic relationships or push people away from you or whatever the problem is in your relationship. It's something in your mind and in your heart and in your soul and in your spirit that causes you to do that. And so you got to take a look at yourself. I'm talking about checking yourself before you be wrecking yourself. Check yourself before you continue to wreck yourself. And then your Six of Swords comes in reverse and you're not making no good progress and you're not moving on to calmer waters and you staying in, situations that drain your energy. What you think about that? Can you honestly take an assessment of yourself, look at yourself objectively, observe your thoughts and your mind and your decisions and your reactions, and can you slow down and look at yourself for real, for real? So what I'm talking about right now is the judgment. Yes, the victory is yours. However, if you maintain a negative mental state, then you're going to lose that victory. If you keep on, putting everybody ahead of you and giving your energy away and trying to please everybody and not doing what you need to do for yourself, then there's a judgment that comes with that as well. Every king that has sat on the throne has had to fight to maintain that throne and that position of power. So will you. So you have to fight for your right to party. Ain't that what I just said? Fight for your right to party. The victory is here. It's happening. Stand up, put your big girl panties on, put your shoes on, grab your purse, and walk into your future boldly. You know what I mean? Knowing that you are a force to be reckoned with around this bitch as well. And you deserve to have full authority over your jurisdiction. Whatever is in your power to control, you have the right to control that. This person right here, this Emperor in reverse, has been denying you your rights. All these things that have had power over you, they deny you your right to your own personal power. What we got right here? Block, rips, and the Ten of Swords. The ends. All these swords in your bag. Look at all these swords in your bag. You got plenty swords in your bag. So tell me, when is enough enough? Do you want 10 more swords in your back? Or are you ready to get up and rip them swords out? That says rips. I don't know if you can see it. Rip that out of your flesh, out of your energy field, out of your life. Rip your personal power away out of the hands of those people that, you know what I'm saying, try to control you, try to make you do what they want you to do. All those people that manipulate you and, engage in all types of fuckery against you. And then once you have ripped the power from their hands, go ahead and block them out of your life for good. Block certain things, certain situations, certain habits, certain mindsets out of your life for good. It's like fortifying your mind, fortifying your energy field, prohibiting certain things. Like, okay, so then there has to be a personal code of conduct and of treatment that you both display in your life and that you accept in your life. So when people come into your life, they got to act a certain way. They got to behave a certain way. They got to treat you a certain way if they want to stay in your life. So once you set your standard, you adhere to that, and certain things must be prohibited. Certain behaviors and character traits that come from folks got to be prohibited. These are the things that darken your energy field, the negative influences that you allow around you that bring darkness and low vibration, the things that trigger you and push down into depression or loneliness or, all manner of self-fuckery. The things that push you into that, banish them, block them, prohibit them so that you can stay high vibrational, so that you can maintain the progress that you do make and that you have made. One more. So there's family and there's tears. Somebody out there is experiencing this type of situation in their family. I don't know if you have an overbearing mother or a spouse or a partner that they do deliberate things to fuck with you, and they're petty, and they are just generally disagreeable, and they use their temper to get their way, or they manipulate you emotionally. A family member, I think it's an abusive mother, like an overbearing mother or a mother-in-law. So this person always got something to say. They always got an opinion. They always ready to argue and fuss and fight. They always, they just pessimistic and negative and toxic. A family member. So if you got a family member like that, they getting ready to pull some shenanigans on you. They getting ready to go into that mode where they take your power. Whatever way they take your power, they getting ready to do it. They getting ready to try to do it. But remember, this whole reading is about the victory being yours. It's yours. So the only way this person can take your power this time and period in the future, the only way they can take your power from now on is if you allow them to. And if you don't fight for your right to party. So we're getting ready to go into a period of testation, trial, temptation. And the reason for that is because, are we qualified to go from the emperor in reverse to the emperor upright? It's time to go to war. You're about to go to war. And you're about to fight for your birthright. Just because somebody is your parent don't mean they own you or rule you, or they don't mean they can tell you what to do forever. That don't mean they can control your life just because they gave birth to you. Just because you married somebody doesn't mean they own you and rule you and they can control your life just because they married you. So there is getting ready to come, maybe tonight, Whenever you hear this reading, your period of gestation is at hand. So it's happening. It's happening right now. And it's getting ready to manifest in your physical reality as some type of conflict where you will be called to stand up to block negative energies and to overthrow the powers that be in your life. I hope you're ready for that, boo. It's a celebration, though. The battle has already been won in the spirit realm, so we just got to claim that in the physical. Now, it's up to you. You think you can do it? If this message resonated with you, then make sure you like this video, subscribe to the Blu Room. I'm here at your service. I love you, and I want to see you doing well. You can follow me on Instagram. There is a link in the description box below this video. You can book a personal session with me. There is a link in the description box below this video. So I'm going to talk to you later, okay? I love you. Bye.